if you guys can see this. Let me know. All right. And see if the quality is a little bit better. All right. So we're going to see if the quality is a little bit better on this one. Okay. So we have started the broadcast. Good. And we are live. All right. So we're back on this one. Good enough. Good enough. All right. So I need to check and see if you guys can hear me, see me. The microphone is hooked up. I tried to do a few techie things here. So hopefully the feed is coming through better this time than the low quality stuff that you guys were just seeing. So let me know if it's a little bit better. All right. So I'm just going to stand back and watch a little bit. As a matter of fact, while I'm standing here, I'm sorry some of you got cut off there, and I do apologize for that. But take a look at this. We got some rather nice I look like Vanna White here. All right, so take a look here. We got eat butter, smoke marijuana, kill cancer, and live to 100. All right, die cancer, die. All right, so we don't want any cancer around here. We don't want any diabetes around here. We don't want any psoriasis. All right, none of those things. Fibromyalgia, body-wide pain. Nobody wants that mess. So sick people take drugs, and I don't want you all taking drugs either. So the reason I wrote the book. Okay, now when we actually delve into this a little bit deeper, I am here to answer questions today. That's all I'm going to do. All right. So hopefully you all will kind of take heed to that and just shoot them out. Whatever questions you got, whatever you've been thinking about, you got a family member, you want to help them with something, you want to do this, just let me know, and I will fully answer any questions to my ability that I can. All right. Now, truth be told, I am not a doctor. Remember, I'm the most passionate non-doctor on the internet. Therefore, you probably aren't going to ask me about drugs and stuff, like, is Lipitor good? Can I still use it? I don't know. I don't use that mess. All right. So if you're using it, you're probably sick. You see, here's one important point I want you to get. If you are well, you're a healthy human being, and you take drugs, you get sick. Now, if you're sick and you take drugs, you get sicker. So tell me, where's the logic in that? All right, so I'm trying to put it out there so you guys can, make this click in your head that it ain't what it's cracked up to be, folks. All right, you should not be in a hospital all the time. But here we go. Let's talk about the book here. Now, I gave you all the chapters yesterday. I gave you a little brief synopsis of all the chapters that are going to be in there, and I told you we got some real goodies in there. However, this time, let's go ahead and see if we got some questions here. All right, so. All right, good. All right, so very nice. All right, Candy. Good, much better. I like it. All right, so everybody seems to be enjoying it a little bit better here on this one. All right, I like it. So here we go. Let's make sure we got we do have the broadcast. Very nice, and I love it. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys something here. And if you are on YouTube, the link to the book is actually going to be below. Okay, so it's actually in there. It's actually the Human Health Link site. I've updated it, but I got to tell you all something. All right, so the page has a bunch of different stuff on there that does not pertain to the book. I did not want to wait until it was perfect in order to release the book. So the links for buying the book work. Okay, so and there's different options on there. I have the paperback book. If you want to, you can get the downloadable version of the book. And if you're willing to wait just a little bit, all right, just a few days, all right, I think it's like 14 days, all right, so just a couple weeks. If you guys want, you can get the audio book. All right, so I would prefer you get the paperback because people like to hold things in their hand, but I wanted to cover all the media of how people like to intake their information. Some people like to listen to the book, some people like to download it and read it on their Kindle or their handheld device, their mobile phone, and other people, they like that good old-fashioned paper. All right, so I'm one of those people, that good old-fashioned paper. Okay, so I am excited about the launch of this book. So please feel free, throw out the questions. That's what I'm here for. I just want you guys ask as many questions as you want. Now, those of you who are in my private page, as far as this is streaming to, all right, I am going to try to put this up here right now for you so you guys can see this. Okay, so here it is, and let's see. All right, and there it is. All right, so you guys can see the get access now button, okay, and you can see that's where you guys can go in order to see or get the get the book. Okay, so whatever version you choose, all right, I try to go ahead and price those reasonably so everybody can pick up one. Now, the reason that people might say, and I've already heard one person, I've only heard one person, so I usually don't concentrate on one person. But this is what happens. People are willing to pay $150 for a doctor's visit, okay? People are willing to pay $7,000 for one chemo treatment, and they usually recommend 10. That's $70,000. I'm giving you a book that costs 27 bucks that has numerous methods in there where you can get rid of cancer and there is no bill coming after that. Sound good? All right. I put my heart and soul into this book. There were no ghostwriters. There was nobody behind me saying, what did you think about this? And, oh, yeah, I'll embellish on that a little. As you guys can see by the way I talk, I don't need anybody to embellish anything for me. I'm pretty animated as it is. So I wanted to bring that kind of animation to life. And when I'm doing the audiobook, which I'm working on now, once you do the audiobook, I want that to sound like me too. When I get to certain parts, I get a little bit excited. I get a little jumpy. You guys remember that scene in the Batman where the Joker was like, I just go running after cars and I just don't, I wouldn't even know what to do with one if I caught it. All right, that kind of stuff. Now, I am just like that. All right, I like to have fun. I don't like to sit back. I don't like to sit on the sidelines. When I go out, I dance. All right, again, laughter and enjoyment, the best medicine. All right. If you get rid of stress, you can get rid of about 75% of your bodily conditions. Most of us just think ourselves into an early grave. Throw on top of that medications, throw on top of that chemicals in food, throw on top of that a sedentary lifestyle, and then throw on top of that death, destruction, fires, and murder on television every night. And how can you have an uplifting, productive, dynamic life? It's a wonder to me. All right, but there you go. So wait, I might have some questions. Let me see. I am looking diligently here. All right, so yes, okay. So getting this book ASAP. Been a holistic nurse for 20 plus years, and it's all research is true. Thanks, Alvin, for keeping it real. All right, Erica. I think Erica's been on here every day. Erica. Thank you, Erica. I mean, I'm digging. Erica's just like, I love it. Okay, so she really cares about her health. I'm not saying the rest of you don't. All right, I'm just giving Erica props right now. Okay, so I have friends who have had hepatitis B chronically. Please help. Now, hepatitis B, most people are, most doctors are going to tell you this is a death sentence, okay? Hepatitis B is not a death sentence. Or actually, she said B, not C. I'm sorry. I thought I saw C. B. All right, hepatitis B. Hepatitis B, if you really think about that one, if you get B, it's the only way you can get hepatitis D. Okay, so they're interlinked. They have the same kind of chemistry. However, hepatitis B is not the deadly form. If you take care of yourself and if you have a functioning, healthy immune system, you don't have to worry about hepatitis B. Now, it's only chronic because your friend is probably stressed out from diagnoses that the doctor gave her. She's probably not eating the best of foods. And when I say the best of foods, I don't mean she doesn't have to be eating hamburgers and pizza and stuff like that. She can just be eating stuff out of a box that says organic. But if it's processed, how organic can it be? See, there's a difference between USDA organic and there's a difference between real farm fresh organic. You see, you guys should watch a movie. It's a documentary on Netflix. I know you got Netflix. There's a documentary called Forks Over Knives. Try one of those, all right? So just look at it, and they actually document the difference between the two and how organic on a box usually doesn't mean a damn thing. Okay, how about this? We got New Jersey in the house. All right, I think it's Adila Harris. Okay, I don't want to say Adila Harris. Okay, very nice. Sharon Chambers, thank you. Ordering as soon as the live chat is done. All right, Sharon, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so we want everybody to get this book, and let me know if you guys have any problems with the checkout or anything. I checked that out as much as I could. I went through it. Everything worked for me, but I got this kind of high-speed connection, so I'm hoping that nobody runs into any issues. I made it as reasonable as possible as far as the payment methods too. So if you guys want to do your credit card, if you want to do PayPal, both of them are working. Okay, so there you go. Thumbs up. All right, on the technology. All right. How about this? If someone completely loses their hair, is it possible to grow it back? If possible, will that even be genetic? Oh, well, hair loss is genetic. All right. So there's almost nothing you can do about the way that it's happening to you now. However, there is a field called epigenetics that says that the environment or your perception of the environment controls the turning on and turning off of certain codons in your DNA. I readily subscribe to that kind of thinking because I know that I've seen studies and I've seen things with myself. Like I said, every study I read, I try it on myself. I don't just read stuff and just take it at its word. I am a human guinea pig. All right. You guys probably wouldn't do the stuff that I did because you'd be like, oh, that's nasty. Oh, that hurts. Oh, no, you shouldn't do that. It makes your stomach hurt. I don't care. All right. If I vomit, so what? If I get diarrhea, I tried it. Okay. Now I do that so you don't have to. All right. So I kind of along the lines of a Tim Ferriss where, you know, he's going through all this and putting his body through all this stuff. It's fun, actually. All right. So one time people were like, I read something on the internet where it said, if you take colloidal silver and you take too much of it, it'll turn your skin gray. So I was like, okay, the recommended amount is 20 drops. So I tried 10 drops. I'm sorry, 10 drops. I tried the 10 drops. All right. It was all good. Kills a cold in like a day. Okay. So I readily subscribe to colloidal silver. And for those of you who don't know, colloidal silver is an extremely powerful agent that can, if you get on the organic fruits and vegetables, it can eradicate horrible diseases like syphilis and HIV. Did you know that? Did you have any idea? Matter of fact, if you guys did know, HIV was cured in 1996. A man named Marvin Antelman filed a patent in 1996 for the cure for AIDS, and he called it tetrasilver tetroxide. There's nothing. We believe that these news stories that just came out like last month that say that, oh, the cure is right around the corner. No, Jack. From the evening news. No, it came out in 1996 and you guys are dangling a carrot for those people and hoping that they just go on sick and just buying your medication. That's what you hope. Gina, all right, from Channel 2 Action News, all right? So get that stuff out of your head, all right? Adults can't grow back their teeth. Come on. All right, you have an osteon matrix right here in your jaw. All right, go on the internet right now and type in rows of teeth. That's the reason why people can grow rows of teeth in the front, rows of teeth in the back. All right, and they can pop up at any time. So that is absurdly false. You see what I'm saying? All of the misinformation out there, and I believe what gives it credibility is simply the fact that it's on television. All right, so. Little rant there, sorry. All right, so if anybody has any more questions, let's see. What YouTubers do I watch? Well, I watch a lot of them, especially medical ones, and I read a lot of research. Dr. John Bergman is one of my favorites, okay? Dr. Robert Morris, a brilliant man. Dr. Sebi, all right, before he died, I watched a lot of his videos, and the man is absolutely brilliant. I don't see how this man wasn't like all across the nation. I want to do what Dr. Sebi did, and I'm doing it right now. So, because I'm helping a lot of people, and we've gotten rid of breast cancers. What's the one with the rheumatoid arthritis, the autoimmune disease, all right, psoriasis. All this stuff is pretty easy to get rid of, okay, if you know what to do. Nothing is hard. It's not like we're saying, okay, we need you to go out and spend $100,000 on a hyperbaric chamber. We need you to lie in that every day for 8 hours. And if you can't do that for 6 months, you will die. No. All right. So we're not going to even tell you anything close to that. We're just saying that if you change your diet for the most part, if you just do a plant-based diet for the most part, if you just supplement just a little bit for the most part, you can get rid of almost 98% of diseases. If you got something terminal, or if you've been labeled as terminal, I even got a protocol in the book for that, for late stage cancers. Come on, people. Just, I don't believe everything you hear. I went to the doctor and they straight up will tell you to your face that there is no other alternative, because I found out recently, all right, and when I say recently, I mean 5 years ago, all right, all right. Well, I found out that if they can tell you to change your diet, but they cannot tell you to go home and take an orange or get an orange because it has vitamin C and it may get rid of your virus or cancer. They can't tell you that. All right. They can't give you the benefits of a blueberry, because if they tell you that antioxidants will kill cancer cells and you'll get better, that's against the law. What the hell kind of country are we living in when a doctor can't tell you to go home? And some of them, they don't even want to, because that doesn't get them any money in their pockets. All they get paid for is a doctor visit. They want you on those high-cost surgeries. They want you on that medication because they get kickbacks, okay? So I'm here to tell you the truth about this. I grew up in a hospital. I've seen things that you don't even want to know, as far as people getting shafted on this, all right? So very nice. Thoughts on veganism? I love it. All right, now, here's the problem I have with it, because I'm a realist. I believe in observing and seeing things in the real world. Vegans actually have very good diets. They have very good habits. They often exercise. However, they don't believe in supplementation. Now, if you're going to the store to buy even organic fruits and vegetables, and you're going vegan, okay, there is not enough nutrient in the soil to supply your body needs unless you're eating like a horse, like pounds of food a day, or you're juicing like 12 times a day. That's the only way you can get that many. So I would recommend, even just on a small level, because I have just on a small level, supplement. Okay, Andrew Lessman's Essential One, or the other one I gave you, the Organic Liquid Nighttime Multi-Mineral by Mary Ruth. The reason I memorized that is because it's a great product. When you go to sleep and you wake up with this, ain't no need for Rockstar. There's no need for 4-hour energy. None of that crap. This, you just take a teaspoon before you go to bed. Boom. It starts a repair process right away. It enables you to sleep better, deeper. My wife is getting better sleep now. I mean, she asked me, just help me. All right, she's going through menopause, help me. And I have to help her because she's my wife and I love the hell out of her. All right, but I want to help her. So if you guys just realize the stuff is out there, it doesn't cost that much. And when people say organic costs a lot more than the regular stuff or the cheap stuff or the pesticide-ridden stuff, I'm going to tell you this. How much is it going to cost when you got doctor's visits every week? How much is it going to cost when you have to come out of your insurance and you owe 20%? How much is it going to cost for each chemo treatment? How much is it going to cost when you're on diabetes and your vision goes, and how much for the eye treatments, all right? The surgeries, okay? The drainage of the excess fluids, all right? Blood transfusions. How much is that going to cost? So pay the damn couple of pennies for the extra food, and you won't have to worry about the cost in the future of your life. Okay? All right? Now, I didn't hear your answer to my question. What was the question? Wait, amped up. What did he ask? Well, no, we can't do that. We can't do the hair. Well, you're right. I went off on a rant. Hair loss, I have not gotten to quite yet. However, I found a very interesting oil that actually helps. And let me give you a hint. Rogaine, it ain't it. Okay? That crap doesn't work for Caucasian people all that well, all right? Now, almost zero results. It's like a 3% success rate. But I found an oil that works quite well with bringing back hair. Now, I like being bald. Sometimes I want to get the mohawk back, you know, I kind of want to, but I think I might have to try that. But I have found something, and I've just now gotten some people that work to using it, and they're swearing by it, okay? Bringing hair follicles back. It's called, is everybody ready? Because I didn't put this in the book, so listen up closely. It's called black seed oil, all right? Not flaxseed, black seed, All right, like me, I'm a black guy. All right, black seed oil. Okay, now black seed oil has over 100 different benefits in the human body. That's almost more, well, it is more than coconut oil. All right, so I had no idea of the power of this, but all you have to do is to get rid of headaches, you rub it on your temples. All right, you can get rid of body aches and pains by rubbing it on the outside and letting it absorb into the area, muscles, all right, things like that. If you drink it, it's an extreme antioxidant and tends to kill cancers as well as viruses, as well as bacteria, unwanted bacteria in the body. I had no idea. As somebody, see, that's why you have to talk to people. They turn you on to different stuff, and that's how I do. I just go through and I learn, I live and I breathe and I learn. All right, so when I come across something, boom, I know. When somebody is constipated, they always say, take more fiber. All right, the girls, my students, that ain't working. All right, doctor told her again, you got to eat more fiber. Still ain't working. Guess what? She said, Mr. Jackson, I need something to take care of my constipation. And what did I say? All right, eat fiber. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But I told her, take magnesium. The whole thing about your digestive system and why you get constipated is the regulation of water. All right, so magnesium tends to break down sodium and salt ions so that you can take those out of your body so you don't retain water as much. Therefore, your stool won't be absorbing, or your body won't be absorbing water so much. Therefore, the stool can flow through without being sucked dry before you pass it out, like constipation. Okay, so that kind of stuff. So try that out. Amped Up. Try the black seed oil. I've heard wonderful things. I'm not trying to grow my hair back, so don't use me as an example. But my real life case studies swear by that. Okay, they swear by that. So that's one of the best things I've heard so far. All right, good. All right. Potato challenge. I think it's healthy. Somebody talked about the potato challenge earlier. Junk food craving. Wait a minute. What does it do? Wait a minute. Oh, Victor. Okay, Victory Leo. Leo's thinking about doing the potato challenge so he can get some, so he can kind of cut out the cravings for the bad food. Well, Leo, the best thing to do, you can use a potato, you can use a kale, you can use cauliflower, you can use broccoli. It doesn't matter what you use. If you like potatoes, then go ahead. You will lose weight during potatoes because it's a slow release carb. All right, it's a slow burning carb. So people think that if you eat starch, you're going to automatically get fat. Well, if you're doing moderate, just a little moderate activity. And when I say moderate, I mean parking farther away from your job so you can walk a little bit further, standing up instead of sitting down all day, getting a little exercise, maybe a little jogging. And that light exercise right there is enough to burn the calories from the potato, and it's clean calories. That's the good thing about it. They're clean and they're slow burning. But so we're not talking about chili cheese potatoes covered with chili and cheese and got the steak on top. No, we're not talking about all that. We're just talking about plain potatoes, seasoned the way you like them. And yes, you can use salt on the potatoes, of course. All right, I'll give that a try. All right, so Amped Up is going to go with the black seed oil. I like that. Foods to gain weight for women. All right, women, if you're trying to gain weight, first thing I'm going to tell you is stop smoking. All right, if you are smoking, that's the one thing that might be one of the one things that is keeping you thin. And listen, I don't care what you're smoking. If you're smoking a little bit of the funny grass, are you sucking on the cancer sticks? Doesn't matter what you're smoking. All right. If you're vaping the oils, same thing. All right. You are putting a stress on your body that is artificially keeping your metabolism high because it has to, because you're doing damage to your body. Your cells have to do excess work. Therefore, you stay thinner. The minute you stop smoking, like 24 hours after, you'll start gaining weight if you're a smoker. All right, now let's get to the other foods that we can do. Bananas, all right, that should be a staple. You need a lot of slow burning carbs. Oatmeal will do it. Eggs, all right, nice stuff that is big, thick that will stick to you, that will not just pass through your system. You can't You can't gain weight eating salads. You can't. If you're trying to gain weight, do not do cardio. Okay, even in your weightlifting, you might want to go as heavy as you can and then leave it alone. All right, don't do a whole bunch of repetitions. That counts as heavy cardio. All right, no heavy cardio if you're trying to gain weight. Okay, so I run into this with a lot of my students, and they're trying to gain weight. But to be honest, some of my students are like 16, 17 years old, so their metabolism is automatically high. And sometimes, no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to put on that weight. The older you are, the easier it is, because now your body is kind of assimilated, the metabolism is kind of slowed down, and we don't have the activity level, so kind of easy to pick up weight. All right, so I've got my activity level back up to high school time. I can dunk a basketball at 41 years old. You guys remember yesterday I turned 41. All right, I'm 1 year past old now. Okay, so now we got, I'm still dunking the basketball. My knees feel good. I have no body pains whatsoever. I can still do everything, and I love it. I feel like I'm at the height of my physical powers. Okay, so feels good to me, looks good to me, so I'm all good. If your wife ain't complaining, you ain't got nothing to complain about. Slap it. Okay, now how about this? We got continue drinking apple cider. Of course, ACV, keep on drinking that. Alkaline, all right, that's going to alkalize your system, help get rid of cancers, help you lose weight too. But you have to stay away from that. For those of you who are trying to gain weight, apple cider vinegar has the opposite effect. It helps you lose weight, okay? It kind of ups your metabolism so you can start burning off some of those unwanted fat cells. And the best way, if you want to lose weight, is to cleanse so that you can get those poisons out of your fat cells, so your body will allow you to burn those. Because as long as there's poison in a fat cell, your body won't let you burn it because it's afraid it's going to release it into your bloodstream. Okay, so there you go. All right. Now, I'm 36 and still fly on the court. Oh, look at this. Amped Up is 36. He must be from, wait a minute, I don't see the hat on the dog. It doesn't have a logo on there. It's black and red. Is it from Chicago? It might be the Bulls. All right, so how about this? We got Trina. All right. So should I juice my collard greens raw or cooked? Sharon, either way. Either way. I do them both. Okay. So collard greens, I switch up my greens every week. So 1 week it'll be collard greens, the next week it'll be kale, the next week it'll be broccoli, the next week it'll be Swiss chard. It just doesn't, you just switch up the greens. I just like to get different nutrients from different greens, see what the antioxidant level is and how good I feel after I do it. I got spinach in there right now. So next week is going to be purple kale, and the next week after that it's going to be broccoli. So I kind of got it laid out, and that's what you have to do. You kind of got to plan this a little bit, okay? You got to plan it, all right? Drinking alcohol is bad. Now, here's the thing. In moderation, alcohol is actually good for your physiology. It helps raise your body's awareness levels. It gets your kidneys to working, gets your liver to working, and that is good on the light side. However, and let me give you one more point. Drinking alcohol just a little bit, just to get you just that little feeling of I might be buzzed, that actually takes away inhibitions and increases erections for men. It increases sex drive in ladies. However, when you go past a certain point and you start feeling not tipsy but drunk, and then sloppy drunk, now we got problems, because now you've gone way past the point, and when you get sloppy drunk, erections tend to go away and often not happen at all. And when you get sloppy drunk, that tends to severely decrease your immune system. So now you're much more apt to get sick. All right, so bad stuff here, bad stuff. It's all around me. I see it, all right, every day. All right, so good. All right, now I see, wait a minute, let me check the, nobody is asking. All right, so nobody asked a question on that one. Okay, I like it. All right, so we got you on there. Good. Okay, now wait, we got another question. It just popped up. All right, so what about GMOs? So many foods are GMOs. I know they are, including Gatorade. I just read on the side of a bottle yesterday that Gatorade has GMO components inside of it. Now, they say there have been no studies that have shown that GMOs are dangerous, and more than likely, they're just like the fruits that grow out of the ground naturally. All right, now, it appears that way because all you do is you see it on the shelf and you see them next to each other, and that's the only history that you have. However, when you read the studies that were done in some of these journals, all right, I like to read the Lancet. It's actually, they are completely third party. Nobody can pay them, so they give the real truth. And what I found is that when they actually talked about people who, or did the studies on animals with GMOs, they all developed cancer. They all developed tumors. They developed autoimmune disorders, and they died 60% earlier than the other test animals. What do you think is going to happen to us? Because I already see it. I was 40 years old. My brother had a stroke at 38. All right. I had a family member die of mine at 42. A student of mine, their uncle just died at 50. All right. Human beings are supposed to easily live to 120 years old. So why are people dropping like flies? Does that make sense? I don't think so. I don't think we're supposed to do that. So let's get a little bit more serious about our health. You are absolutely right to ask that question. So that was Sharon Jones. Absolutely right to ask that question, because the studies show that it will kill us. That's the very short-term studies that we've done. It will kill us. And I believe that. Now, if you want proof of this, don't read an article. If you want proof of this, don't listen to somebody on the news. If you want proof of this, eat something GMO and see how you feel afterwards. See how you feel in a week. See in a month, don't you have these punches all over your body? See, don't you break out in rashes? See, don't you start having chronic headaches? Because we're already eating it already. Now, I believe that I've stayed away from most of the GMO because I don't eat regular like people. The only time I eat regular food is when me and my wife go out on the weekend to have our one cheat meal for the week. All right, that's it. Other than that, I am juicing organic fruits and vegetables throughout the week. I'm eating fruits and vegetables that came from a farmer's market or from Sprouts in the organic section, Smith's at the organic section, Albertsons at the organic section. That's all we do. Okay, so that's why I can be 41 years old and I can keep my weight off, unlike some of my friends. Okay, some of my friends, all right, I'm not going to mention any names, but I am 6'4", 228 pounds. Okay, some of my friends here, they're 6'1", 350. All right, 5'8", 320. Ooh, all right, so girlfriends of mine, 5'1", all right, 250. Woo! All right. Anybody want to go bowling? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't want to offend anybody. All right. So, but if you're overweight, I want to encourage you, go out and fix that. Okay. So nobody, and I mean this in the sincerest possible way, nobody is going to come in your bedroom, yank you out of there and say, you're worth it. And they're going to do the work for you until you're able to handle it. Life don't work that way. What you have to do is yank yourself out of that place in your life. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and do something to turn your life in a positive direction. And I'm not just talking about weight now. I'm talking about diseases that you're dealing with. I'm talking about depression that you're dealing with. I'm talking about all the things in life that you might have to deal with that is tearing down your health. You got to make some changes, because guess what? The world is never going to change. If you base your decisions off the outside world, you will always be at the whim of what the world does. If we know that the world is almost wholly negative, are you going to base the quality of your life off that negativity? Really? I mean, let's be serious here. If you want to do something to change your life, if you want to do something to get something out of your life, or how about this? You want to contribute to this great world that we have. You see people doing great things on television. You see stories on the internet every single day in your feed when you're swiping down. Look at this, what this person did. Look what they created. Look what they did. Look how much weight they lost. Here's the transformation video. All of us can do that. But see, you believe it's an impossibility because you're so used to having other people do it for you. I'm here to give you a kick in the ass and say, do it yourself. I got sick and tired of watching people on the internet get what I wanted. So what did you do? What did I do? I decided to get off my butt and do something about it. And you know what? Truthfully, I was kind of waiting on somebody. Even my friends never came to me and they were like, you're worth more than this. Come on, you should get up and do something. Because you know what? Even though they're your friends and they love you, they got their own lives. Right? So let's think seriously about this. Now, what I'm going to do, all right, I'm done. I don't want to go off on anybody. All right, so I want you to feel that way. Now, what I got here is I'm going to introduce you guys to your bonuses. And these are not digital bonuses. I'm tired of all the digital stuff coming to my email and it gets lost in the trash folder. I'm actually going to, those of you who order the paperback book, okay, those of you who get the paperback, those are the only people who are going to get the bonuses here. All right, now, I got bonuses here that are here for your enjoyment only, and I'm going to just flash them right quick. All right, so take a look there. That's it. All right, I'm just kidding. All right, so now take a look at this. Those of you who actually buy the paperback book, inside of the book, I'm going to give you two things. All right, I'm going to give you two things. First of all, I'm going to give you a copy of my little sheet here, my little fruit vegetable cheat sheet that tells you what to eat for what condition that you have. Take a look at this. All right, so if you have, let's just go through it randomly, okay? If you need to detox the kidneys because you're an alcohol drinker, okay? You've been drinking for a while, you want to try to quit, okay? Take a look here. We got the specific fruits and vegetables that you can eat to regain or regrow, regenerate your kidney tissue. All right, I'm going to tell you what it says. It says here, carrot, watermelon, cucumber, and cilantro. Okay, so I'm going to give you my own little personal list that we've I'm just putting this in here. I'm just going to send it out to you in the book. And it has on here, let me give you some other things that people are commonly dealing with. All right, constipation. All right, chronic headache. Look at that. Diabetes. We can even concoct a fruit juice smoothie for depression. All right. So take a look at that. We got fatigue, we got indigestion, memory loss, eye health. All right. So high blood pressure, a cold, a common cold, what to eat. Usually things that are emulsifiers and high in vitamin C and vitamin D. All right. Truth be told, vitamin D actually does a little bit more to get rid of your colds and your flus than vitamin C. All right. So think about this stuff. Vitamin C is actually really good if you can get it from a pure source like an organic orange. All right, so good enough. So I'm going to send this to you directly when you guys actually sign up. Now, that's a little thing, all right. And I just want you guys don't believe this paper right here. This is probably worth about $1,000 here, okay. And I'm just throwing that out there, okay. So if you guys don't believe me, go check out a hospital bill of a person who lives a poor lifestyle and they keep going back to the hospital. Take a look at the hospital bill after a year. It's at least 30 grand. Okay, at least. And I'm giving you a little piece of paper that has $1,000 worth of material on it right here that can actually save your life. All right, now, how about this? All right, this is the big one. This is what I do here. All right, now, I created a natural juicing plan so that you all could get rid of about 85% of all the things that you're dealing with, even if it's severe. Now, I didn't say late stage, I said severe. Now, if you guys are a little bit more serious, you need to lose serious weight. You're dealing with a cancer, you're dealing with diabetes, late stage, your vision is going, your limbs are becoming tingly and numb. You're relegated to a wheelchair, you're using crutches, you're using a walker, you're degenerating all over. This will help. This will help severely. All right. But if you need personalized help, I do have personalized things consults where I allow people to call me, or I have traveled to people's homes to actually do this. Now, you can do that too. All right. There's no, I don't discriminate against anybody because of race, creed, religion, whatever floats your boat. I don't care. I am here to help people, and that's all I'm here for. So if you guys have anything wrong, you need me to come visit you, do something like that. It does cost. I won't lie about that. It does cost, and it might cost a lot for some people, but I think it's well worth it for what you have to pay when you go to the hospital. I just wish that insurance could pay me instead of, because they only pay for medical procedures, and anything natural you can't consider a medical procedure because you can't patent it. All right. Now, the thing I got here is called a general juicing recovery plan. Hopefully you all can see that. Now, in this plan, I actually break down what you're supposed to do. Okay. So let me take a look at it here for you. Okay. Now, it tells you here what you're supposed to do, and I break it down by sections so you guys can actually go and see what foods you need. Okay, so I break it down in foods here. At the bottom, I tell you why, kind of why you need the foods and what it does. Okay, on here, supplements, the supplements to take, the ones that I actually recommend here. So I got some of I list a few here for you. I'm going to put in a couple of more for those of you who are getting the book. I'm going to update this for you. Okay, so how to do the carb coffee enema. Now, you guys have seen that on my website in the videos here. So don't feel bad if you didn't see that yet. You don't have to get that here. That's going to be on my YouTube channel. All right. So, but it tells you the uses of coffee enema. It tells you why you would actually do this so that we can do it. All right. So, and it's a little short. I don't want anybody reading because you're already getting a book. All right. So I tried to make this as compact as possible, and it's got my nice cartoon, my big old head and my cartoon. See, look, in real life, my head is big. On the cartoon, my head is big. See, it just matches. All right. Now take a look here. All right. Now, when we actually do and look at this, I want you guys to look on here. Now, somebody asked, where can you order the book? The link is right below me. It says humanhealthlink.com. So you can go right there and order the book. As a matter of fact, let me check it. I'm going to see if the link works here. Okay, there we go. And the link is working. All right, so it's all good. All right, now here it is. For those of you who didn't know, all right, so I'm going to give you these two bonuses, and this is going to be a part of the this series. All right, this is going to be a part of this that I put together. Now I'm going to start offering to do personalized. This is generalized. This is kind of to get the majority of things that might be moderate to light as far as severity. If you need one that has to you need to deal with a late stage cancer, I have to put special protocols in there for that. I have to see the person's height, weight. I have to ask them about their lifestyle. Do you smoke? How often do you gain weight? Do you yo-yo with weight? How often do you eat certain foods? All right. How often do you go to work? What's your stress level? I got to go through all of that before I can determine a specialized plan. So because I have to put in all that work, if you guys want a consultation like that, it is only $79 if you want to do it. Okay. So I'll go through that with you. We'll get all the information. I'll write up a specialized plan. You guys follow that just like a business plan, and guess what? You get your health back. All right. So we'll put you on different things depending on what you got. Okay. Everything doesn't work for everybody. I do realize that. Okay. So now we got to ask and see, do we have any more questions here? All right. Do we have any more questions? Actually, let me show you the book. All right. I'm up here talking and stuff. I got to show you the book. All right. So here it is, the book. Bang, bang. Hold on. It's almost here. Oh, wait a minute. No. All right. So it's screwing me again. This technology. All right. How's the feed? Tell me, somebody let me know, how's the feed on this one? Is this one staying good, or did it deteriorate too? I got to see here. All right. I got to see. All right. And wait. Where is it? There it is. All right. So let me see. Will this work? Bang. How about that? All right, so can you all should be able to see that. Okay, so there it is. There's the book. It's called, once again, people love this title. I just can't tell you. People love this title. All right, Eat Butter, Smoke Marijuana, Kill Cancer, and Live to 100 Years Old. Now, if you guys want to see what's inside the book, go back to the last live event that we did. We actually went over the table of contents of everything that's going to be covered inside the book. So the link here on the book is live right now. So you guys can go pick this up. You can go start reading it right away, and you can get your benefit or your feel of this right away. Now, I got to tell you, all right, this is full disclosure. The book, and it says this on the order page, the book will ship on March 15th. All right. So that's about 14 days from now. All right. So actually a little more. All right. But don't fear. The book is going to be sent to you. I just can't send it right now. Okay. So I still have some things that have to be finalized with the final cover and all that stuff. So I got to make sure. That's why I don't have one physically here to show you, because I haven't gotten everything perfected yet. But we're going to have it. Okay. It's already ordered. They're already printing the things. I just have to get the final proofs together, and boom, we're all good. So I'll be shipping them out to you personally, because I'm going to put these special bonuses in there for those of you who order the paperback version. Now, having said that, if you don't want the paperback version, no big deal, no skin, right? You guys can also get the digital downloaded version, or if you're willing to wait to the 15th, because that's why I'm lowering the price on that. All right. If you're willing to wait for the 15th, I'm going to give you a nice steep discount. And if you want the audio book, because I want to talk it just like this. I'm not going to hire somebody from Random House to do my book covers, or one of the authors on Audible. All right. So those guys are good. But I think the book should be in the voice of the author. So I am more than willing to do that. So I'm going to put it out there and we're going to have a good old time on the audiobook. Okay. Now, I don't like pimping my book all that much, but I want people to have their information, so that's why I still got the picture up here. Does anybody have any other questions right now? Let me scroll through right quick and see, does anybody have any questions? All right, good. All right, so let me take this down. Good, and there you go. We are back live. Okay, now, how about this? We are going to, let me see who I got. I want to answer some more questions. Okay, so it says, we're good. What do you think of the potato challenge? Actually, I don't think much about that stuff because I like to participate in the fun ones, like what do they call the one where the people were freezing? And they were walking around with the camera. I forgot what they call those. It was still selfies or whatever, but I enjoyed that. All right, but like stuff like the ice bucket challenge, it's for a good cause. All right, and that's the only reason I would do it. But I don't have any inkling of being frozen to death. Okay, so bad enough there. So hi, greetings from Holland. All right, the feed is great. Look at this. All right, Nadine, I really do appreciate that, Nadine. All right, I'm glad I'm coming through nice and clear. I had to reset some things, but it worked out. Okay, so good. All right. This is actually fun. I like answering the question. Don't forget to sign mine. Oh no, all of you who order a paper version, I forgot to tell you, I am going to sign it. Okay, I have to. Now, the reason I wrote this book is this is going to start off something for me, because my goal is to bring this to on a large scale. All right. People have already told me, all right, I've gotten them online already, if death threats, if you start spreading truth, all right, your life could be in danger. I realize that. But you know what? I am not going to sit on the sideline just because I'm scared, because somebody's going to shoot at me, somebody's going to try to stab me. You know what? Great men have always had to die for what they believed in. And guess what? I'm no different. So if it happens, it happens, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Now, I want to take this to stages. I want to be a professional speaker. I want to get on news shows. I want to get, I just want to be out there so I can tell people what is the real truth behind this, this good word of health that I have, and I am going to try to get these people out of the traditional medical system. It is not healthcare. It's disease management. It's to keep you sick for the rest of your life, and I can't have that. I need people to realize that what you do at home is far more important than what you do at a hospital. The only reason you should go to a hospital is if you are in an acute emergency, your leg is broken, you're bleeding out, you got internal hemorrhaging, something like that, then yeah, you visit the emergency room. All right. However, chronic visits to the hospital will get you effed up. All right. So I don't want to see that. I want to see you get well. I want to see you dunk a basketball. All right. So I think Amped Up said he's still dunking. He's 36 years old. So that's what I'm saying. All right. So when kids get to 24, they're like, oh man, I'm retired. The knees are gone. It's over for me. All right. Not for me. I like doing squats in the gym. I like doing lunges. I like getting myself in shape. I love pumping a 60-pound weight and seeing a bigger guy than me who can't do it. Hey. No. All right. So, but when you actually talk about that, you guys got to think about this. It is serious. This is serious stuff. So if you guys know about it, I'm going to try to tape it for you, and I'm going to try to bring it to my channel. But I'm speaking at a women's conference in April. Okay, there's going to be probably anywhere from 50 to 150 women there, and I am going to speak to them about stress and health management. Okay. I'm going to bring it when I come to those women, and I'm going to show them exactly what they can do. I'm going to have them do some exercises, and we're going to get this thing nailed down. So when they leave out of there, they're going to say, I need more of what he's talking about. All right. I'm not doing it to sell any books. I'm not doing it so they can pay me a large fee. I'm doing it because people need it. Period. Why would I make videos on YouTube? Because it's free. People can use it. All right. I'm writing a book, but because it costs to write a book. That's why the book costs something. However, this thing about health, this is life to me. This is my calling. This is what I want to do for people. So if you are going through any kind of help, ask me. All right. If I don't know, I'll say I don't know. But for the most part, I've been around enough times. I've seen enough people. I've done enough case studies. I've helped enough people to where I've got most of this down. All right. I will never stop learning until I die. I will be reading. I will be doing articles. I will be doing videos. I will be talking to people. That's what we have to do in order to get well. So let me answer a few more questions because I told you about the bonuses. All right. You're going to get a generalized juicing plan that's going to help you get rid of 85% of most of the diseases. And I'm going to give you a nice little guide to tell you exactly what organic fruits and vegetables to eat for a specific condition that you have. All right. So we know that ginger works better for some things than turmeric. And turmeric works, well, nothing can beat turmeric. So the bad example. But apples help you absorb nutrients. Carrots actually are severe antioxidants, and they boost the power of leafy green vegetables that also have antioxidants. So you got to learn something about the food that you're putting in your mouth. What does a Big Mac do for your body? Nothing. What do McDonald's fries? I know you love them. I know they taste good. What they do is they satisfy a center in your brain that's going nuts because there's MSG in there, and they're saying, "Give me more, give me more. You're full, give me more, give me more. You're stuffed, give me more, give me more. You're topped off, give me more, give me more." That's what MSG does. You just ate enough food to feed 5 little small fat children, and now you want more. Okay, now those of you who might have gotten upset because I said little fat children, I didn't name any names. Don't judge me. All right, now how about this? Bleeding gums. All right, that means you're going to have to build up the mucous membrane if you're having bleeding gums. That's all your mucous membrane are. Take a look here. All right, so you got gums here, and they're going to bleed, especially if you brush your teeth. Now, I would recommend a softer toothbrush so you don't do that every day to give them time to heal. But after a while, just keep on brushing the way you do, even with the same strength of toothbrush, because the more you agitate the tissue, the stronger it gets, and the more your body will reinforce it. It's the same theory as when young little girls and boys, when they run around on concrete a lot barefoot, all right, the sole of that foot gets thicker, and they don't even realize they're not wearing shoes anymore. All right, so that is the case. So that works the same way with any tissue in your body that is considered skin. If you rub it and you agitate it a little bit, it has to get thicker to withstand the trauma that you're doing to it. All right, very nice. All right, so will you ever be speaking in NYC? I live in Brooklyn, New York, and I would love to listen to you live. Sharon, of course. All right, so now I don't have anything booked for right now, but I have a young lady that just started working with me, and she's trying to book me in different places all over the United States so far. So I am absolutely loving that. The only problem I see with it is I'm not going to have time to answer my emails and stuff because, like I said, I can't have employees answering questions as me. All right, and I really hate I'm more along the line of Gary Vaynerchuk. I really hate to draw out or have a computer list and they're just copying and pasting from a list to put this together. I know some of the stuff I say is kind of repetitive, but I have to put it, that's why I have to put it in products, and I have to put it in books, and I have to put it in courses and programs, because I can't be there to supply all these people. Like I said, my email inbox, the last 3 days I've been doing these webinars, it's been like 100 a day. I can't get to that. On top of the notifications on YouTube, and on the top of the notifications from my Instagram, and on top of the notifications from Facebook. I mean, I almost need social media management, right now. So, things are happening, and it's a good thing. I have to say, it's a good thing, good problem to have. All right. So she said, "Thank you, Arl, humble soul. You are humble." She said, "Thank you. I appreciate that." All right. And hopefully it is a she. I just made that assumption. It might be a he. I don't know. Let me see. Ginger tea or black seed tea? Ooh, tough one. Black seed tea. I would say the antioxidants in there are a lot stronger than ginger. However, ginger is a powerful emollient. That is some good stuff. So it keeps bad stuff from sticking to your internal organs and your arteries. So very nice. All right, so I would say black seed tea. All right, so blessing for everyone. My mom had colon cancer. Thanks, Alvin. Oh, I like it. Carlos. All right, so Carlos, is she good now? And what does she do to actually get rid of it? Let me hear that. I'm a she. Humble, so I had it right. Okay, good, good, good. I had it right. Okay, now, Carlos, let me hear about that thing that you were talking about. Let me hear about this. Your mom had colon cancer. How'd she get rid of it? I want to hear this. This is the kind of stuff I live for. How'd she get rid of it? I want to know her method. What did she do? What did she do? Carlos, are you there? Oh, I realize this might be, it might be getting it a little slow. The sound might be coming in a little slow. That's all right. All right. So Carlos, what do you got? Let's hear. Let's see what happened here. This is good. Okay. Oh, look at this. Very nice. All right, I like that. So Carlos said organics, B17, and ESIAC. All right, now ESIAC, that is the reverse name of a doctor. Her name was Nurse Cassie, and she actually came up with a specialized protocol to actually help get rid of cancer. That is a huge natural protocol that I did not cover in the book. You know, I can't get all of them in there, but that is a very effective treatment. And she picked, if she had to pick one, that is a good one. All right. Now, I like this one here. She said, or he said organics and then B17. A young lady came to me yesterday, and she told me her mother has cancer. Now, her mother is doing some awesome things to try to keep herself healthy, but it's deteriorating, and I believe it's because she's still going to the doctors. Now, if you're going to doctors, your situation will continue to deteriorate. Yet, when you don't treat the cause and you only treat the symptom, all right, nothing can happen. Cancer is a side effect. It is not a condition. All right, so it's a side effect. All right, that's why the B17 and the ESIAC worked for Carlos's mom, because she realized that you got to strengthen the body, and then your body will kill the cancer. You don't try to kill the cancer directly. Your body is perfectly made for that. Okay, so think about that the next time you have a little difficulty. All right, does this book basically say it's good to smoke marijuana? Oh, look at this, Priscilla. She's the police. I got to get off of here. All right, no. All right, I'm just kidding, Priscilla. All right, so now I put a question mark behind the marijuana because I do advocate the use of THC or cannabis oil, but I would recommend you eat the marijuana, not smoke the marijuana. All right, so, and I got reasons for that. So I'll share those with you in the book, of course. But marijuana smoking is legal here in our state of Nevada. I live in Sin City, so you know, prostitution on the outskirts is legal, huh? All right, so just tells you we go a little fast and free with the rules here. All right, now it says apparently her 2-liter carrot juice good for colon cancer. Drink throughout the day. Do you, one pack said, do you drink it throughout the day? Because that's an excellent protocol. Yeah, I actually learned that one from watching a documentary a long time ago, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. Hopefully you all have watched that one, because that's a good one. All right, so I don't want to stay too long, but we get questions, so I'm going to answer the questions. So we got alkalized her body, worked on over all health, included the most important, that her spiritual health. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. You remember when we were talking about that epigenetics? Your genes and your DNA change depending on your environment. And even more important than that, the perception of your environment. Did you know the way you think about the world can change your DNA? The way you think about the world can gray your hair. The way you think about the world can grow back your hair. All right. Epigenetics, I believe in this field. I have seen some incredible studies coming out of this field. Now, they got plenty more. So I'm not going to bore you with all of them. I'm going to tell you about the first one that they did that actually just got me just deep to reading about this field. The first experiment they did was with a rat. They took a mama rat, okay, bred them with daddy rats, and they had a big litter of rats, okay? So if those of you who don't like rats, don't get any visualizations in your head, okay? Just an example, all right? This is what they used. When they got the litter of rats, what they did was daddy rat was extracted from the picture here, all right? So he's still there. They didn't kill him or anything, but they took dad out of the equation. So they divided up this huge litter right down the middle. So we got like 100 rats over here, 100 rats over here. The only difference between the two groups were mama rat got to stay with one group. The other group had to fend for themselves. Now, what they found out is that when you take the rats and put them with mom, they live 66% longer. They had no health issues, and even when given a bad diet, the rats showed almost no change. The change was insignificant of the bad diet when their environment was favorable. On the other side, these rats over here, where these rats actually lived for 18 months, these rats died after 6 months. They developed tumors, they developed what appeared to be depression, and they developed cancers. All of them died early. Think about that. Now, they did a second extrapolation of this study, and they said, okay, let's just see if it's just rats with mom or is it just contact? Because I believe in the other study, they kind of separated the rats into one by themselves in isolation, and they kind of drove themselves crazy. Now, here's the second iteration of that. They said, we're going to have a college student come in, and you don't have to nuzzle with the rat, all right? You don't have to tell the rat you love them. All you have to do is come in, and for 5 minutes, once a day, hold the rat. That's it, all right? Just a little fluffy white rat, just hold them. And then they had another group where they were isolated. Nobody touched them for the entirety. And guess what? The exact same result occurred. The rat that got held lived 66% longer, had no health issues, and even when changed and given a bad diet, health did not deteriorate. However, so that's what I'm saying. Some of you just need a hug. Huh? All right, so it's amazing. We don't know about this stuff, but they're unlocking things, and you will never hear about it on the news because it doesn't make money or it's against an interest that's making money. It's a shame that it's all about money. And that's why I have to do this, because I don't give a damn about money. I give a damn about my fellow human beings on this planet. Don't get me wrong, I care about the little cute and fuzzies, the little furry kids. You call them dogs, cats, rats, animals, ferrets, whatever you guys like. All right, but humans. That's what I give a damn about. Humans. All right, so and you're going to see that in this book. You're going to see that. Okay. So any other question? We got hugs. One pack says she got hugs. I like that. I like that. And to Holland. All right. Turn it up. I turned up late. Where can I get the book? And do you ship to Germany? Thanks. Well, the only one I can send to Germany right now is the digital download, because the only way I can ship is to. Now, if it is available on Amazon, because I'm going to keep doing the webinars and stuff like that. But if it ships through Amazon, Amazon can send it anywhere in the world. So I'm going to put it on there as well. I just don't know when, because I'm dealing with a whole bunch here right now. So I have to deal with that. All right. Alvin, come give me a all right. I wish I could, all right. I got to sit. Wait, my wife might be here. Hold on. All right, she's not. All right, so now truthfully, if you guys get a hug, that's why me and my wife, we make a habit of cuddling each other every day. We make a habit of making sure we touch each other when we lay down on the couch or sit down on the couch together. We're up under each other, so because that is what creates longevity, and I like that. I like that. All right, so here we go. Yes. All right. So, if you guys want to get the book, if you missed it, the link is right here below this feed. If you're on YouTube, all right, the offer is up on my own personal site where this is streaming to. If you guys want to see it there, there's a link there on the offer page. All right. So, or it's actually just in the chat. So I just popped it up there for you. Let me see. Did I do it right? I might have messed that up too. All right. So let's see. Yes, there it is. It's live. The offer is live. Very nice. All right. So we got this here. I love it. Does anybody have any other questions? Because I'm about to get off of here. I want to go get some, oh my goodness. I got to get some copies made. I got to go check on my book. I got to go talk to some publishers. I got to email some people. So I got a lot of stuff to do here, and I love it. All right. God created us from dust. So says the Bible. He wasn't lying. Give her, wait a minute. Carlos, all right. These are some awesome things that you listed here. One of which wait a minute, you said coralina and also spirulina. All right, I was high on spirulina for a little while because I needed heavy antioxidants to kind of detox my system. So at the same time I was doing coffee enemas, I was doing spirulina, and you wouldn't believe the energy level you get when you take heavy antioxidants and it's absorbed when you don't have anything in the way after a saline wash and you have your liver working at optimum. I mean, my students think I'm high. They literally think I'm on drugs when I come to class because I'm giddy. I come in there, I have attitude. I like it. I like it being high most of the time. And truth be told, I only had 3 hours of sleep last night because I was up trying to get the website down, which is why the page is not finished. So pay no attention to the rest of the page. It's probably got some like Latin writing on the bottom in the page there, but I don't apologize for that. I tried to get this out for you all so you guys can have the book, get it as soon as possible, and I can ship it out to you. All right. Remember, I'm going to sign the book. Then I'm going to give you your generalized juicing plan to help you with 85% of conditions. And then I'm going to give you the specified sheet that tells you how to get rid of a particular condition purely based on natural organic fruits and vegetables, depending on the condition. I'm going to include all of that in the book when you order the paperback version of the book. All right. So I really do appreciate you guys stopping by, coming on here. All right. I will come back and answer any questions. I'm going to get on for some little short ones. I'll probably be sitting down next time, but tomorrow I'm going to try to get on again. Saturday, I'm going to try to get on again. Sunday, I'm going to try to get on again so I can just answer any questions anybody have into the book, because remember, on Sunday at midnight, the book will be off. I am going to switch back to the other website, and the book will not be available in its current form anymore. So I'm going to shut that down, and then I'm going to have everything move over so I can, I'm going to have somebody else do that, because it's, quite frankly, it's beyond my scope as far as the techie stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. So 4 days is what I'm actually get. So you can, if you want the book, you're going to get it. You're going to see me all over Facebook, Instagram, promoting the book, trying to get it out there to as many people as possible. And then after that, we're going to do other things into the future. Okay. I've already got a little plan mapped out in my evil little brain here. I'm already formulating. All right. So hopefully you guys got a lot out of this webinar. Hopefully I answered your questions to the best of my ability and you got some satisfaction out of there. Thank you, Carlos, for sharing that about your mother. I really do appreciate that. You guys who wished me a happy birthday yesterday, I am extremely grateful. Those of you who wished me a happy birthday Tuesday, you're a little early, but I'm grateful for you as well. I have to tell you, you guys are the reason I do this. You're the reason I keep going. And this is the only reason that I'm writing the book. It's the only reason I make videos. And it's the only reason I have a website. It's because I have to help human beings. You. All right. So if you got anything else for me, go ahead and the cat's meow. I like that. All right. So one pat. All right. I really do appreciate you guys showing up here. I'm going to go ahead and get off so I can get some things done, but I really do appreciate your time. Really, I do. I am not trying to rush you off. I wish you all the best. I have nothing but love for you. And again, this is Alvin J, the most passionate non-doctor on the internet. Go to the link below to get your book. It is live. Email me if you have any problems, and we'll see if we can get everything straightened out. But I tested everything to the best of my ability, and it seemed to all work. So go ahead, order the book. It's all there for you. I'll talk to you all later. Wait, let me show you again. I'll do it like a commercial. See, this is what you get. And if you call now, within the next 2 minutes, we're going to throw in nothing. This is not a commercial. All right. So I want to see you guys later. I appreciate you stopping by. All right. So I'll talk to you later. Peace to you all. I have nothing but love for you, and help if your families need something. If order more than one book, order one for them, order some for Christmas presents. I don't know, but if it helps them, get it for them. All right. It's not that much money. Get it for them. Okay. Just do it. All right. So I appreciate you all. I really do appreciate your time. I'll see you later. All right. Later.